Okay, so very good morning. We will wait for 1 to 2 minutes, then we will start our session. So today we will complete actually. Okay, so there will be some connection problem. Okay, so now we can start, right? So in the previous lecture, we will discuss about the constructional view of a n-bit D2A converter using the two different type of registers. One is called the R2 ladder circuit. Another one is a weighted resistor. Okay, so there will be the two different method, and we will show the different structure. Okay, we have a reconstructional structure of a n-bit D2A converter. Okay, and also we have to construct the n-bit D2A converter using a weighted circuit. That means the schematic representation of a D2A converter using a weighted resistors. Okay, where we can implementing a inverting op amp in both the cases. Okay, so also we will reconstruct it the NB D2A converter using a R2 to R ladder circuit, right? So before completion of the module 1, I want to told you because I will complete the module 1 today. Okay, so there will be the two method that will commonly used in a digital to analog conversion, although we will discussing the D2A conversion process. So there will be the two methods that are commonly used for the digital to analog conversion. The method that are using, I already told in the previous lecture, that weighted register, and the one and other method is to using a R2 to a ladder network. Okay, so the former is simple, though if I considering the weighted register. Okay, so that configuration, that will be very much a simple configuration. Okay, but what is happen, the accuracy may not be very good if I use the weighted registers, right? So if I use the r2 to a ladder circuit. Okay, so there might be a complex structure of a constructional mode, right? But the accuracy, okay, of the process will be very good. if I use the R2 ladder circuit, right? So that is the actually the difference between the two structures. If I using the weighted resistors or if I using the R2 ladder circuit. So both the construction have advantages and the disadvantages depending upon the what the behavior of the process is, right? So we can say that the output of the digital controller, the digital signal must be converted. If I considering the D2A converter, that means that the D2 the digital signals that will be converted into analog signals, right? Okay, so that must be converted into a conversion process. So a D2A converter is a device. So we can say that a D2A converter is a device that transformed a digital input. Digital input means it's a binary number to a analog output. So the output is most of the cases, obviously the output whatever we are getting from the output. So that output should be my voltage signal or the current signal in a digital form, right? So for the full scale range of the digital input we can say that means in case of a digital input that should be considered only for the 0 and 1, because digital data that will only consider 0 and 1. So whatever the connection configuration for the NB-D2A converter, so today we will elaborate these things, okay, how the circuit diagram will be processed. Okay, so in this case, so first we will discuss about the NB-D2A converter using weighted resistors, as I already told you in the previous lecture. Okay, so we have a details elaboration on that. Okay, so how the operation will be working in this process, right? So we will directly go to the share section so that you will able to see. So yes, is my screen is visible, Rahul?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, so we will discuss these things, the output voltage. Okay, so this equation will be considered for the n bit D2A converter using a R2 ladder circuit. Okay, this will be your R2 ladder configuration circuit where we are using the inverted op amp. Okay, so what will be the diagram? So that is my diagram, right? So we will again draw the figure of a n bit D2A converter using weighted resistors. Okay, so how it will be look like in case of a weighted resistor, how it will be look like. So first I have to draw these things, then I will show you what the configuration process is, how it will be working actually. Okay, so first we have to draw these things. Right, so first we have to draw the again I am drawing because already I draw in the previous lecture. So uh, for that I will again draw these things and I will discuss the detailed configuration model. Okay, so here we have a schematic representation, schematic representation, or we can say that the diagram of a D2A converter using weighted resistor. First I have to draw SISTOR, right? First I have to draw these things. So here we are, first I have to draw these things. Okay. So we are using the operational amplifier over here, inverting amplifier. So this part that will be connected to the ground. We are connecting the V0, right? And from there we have a reference resistance which will be called as my R0. Okay, so I am connecting one resistors over here. Okay, So that registers that will be connected with the minus of V reference voltage. Okay, so this should be, if I considered this one, so this will be supposed to be the R. If I will consider this will be my B3, right? Again I have to connect B2 obviously. Sorry. Okay, this will be my B2. This will be my 2R. Okay, again we are considering this will be my B3. This will be my 4R. Okay, and this will be connected with my V reference. And again I am connecting 8R, I think, where this will be my, sorry, B2, yes, B3, B2, B1, sorry. This will be my B1 and this will be my B0, right? Okay, so this will be connected with this, right? So this will be my V reference, right? So this side we can consider as my LSB and that side we will consider the my MSB. That is more significant bit. We are using the inverted inverted op amp over here, right? So this will be my, actually the schematic representation of a D2A converter using the weighted resistors. Okay, so if I already told you, as we are considering the two different methods. One, two different methods are what? Methods are, one, we can using the weighted resistors, right? Weighted resistors, and the second one is my R2 2R ladder circuit, right? Ladder resistor, right? So the two different resistors we are implementing. So this particular, if I use the weighted resistors, so they this resistor, if I use this, so this particular configuration will be very much simplest, right? Is simplest, but we can say that the accuracy will be very poor, right? But if I considering the R2 dual ladder circuit, so it's have a complicated structure. If have a complicated structure, right? That means circuit configuration will be complicated, but we have a greater accuracy if I using the R2R ladder circuit. So the two different operational mode we will considering in this such scenario. So if I considering the full range of digital input supposed to be, if we have a input data supposed to be 1 0 1 0 0 and again 1, right? So this will be my full scale of digital input if I consider, where we will considering this will be my LSB and this will be my MSB. Okay, and this B3, B2, B1 and B0, it should be called as a B0. This will be what will be my B0, B1, B2, B3? This will be the binary data, right? So this will be nothing but a, if I considering the D2A converter, that will generate the analog output voltage corresponding to the given digital voltages, obviously. So for the D2A converter, that which we will I will show in this particular figure. Okay, so if the binary number, this should be my binary numbers B0. Okay, so the number should be supposed to be B0, B1, B2, B3. That is actually nothing but a either 0, 1 0 1, like this. Okay, so supposed to be this will be my 0, it may happen this will be 1, this will be again 0, this will be again 1, like that. It may happen it will become 1, it will become 0, it will be 1, it will become 0, right? Depending upon the process, depending upon the what my input is from the inverted op amp. right? So what is actually happen inside this process? So if we will getting that the binary number is b3, b2, b1 and b0, where each of the b we can consider each of the b that can be either 0 or 1. Okay, so then my output voltage will be like, so what will be my output voltage if I consider the weighted resistor? So what will be my output voltage? Can anyone told? Anyone?
Half of bn minus 1 plus half of dn minus 1 plus dot 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 1 by
Yes,
2n
actually the
minus 1
output voltage.
d naught
Yes, yes. So
into
the
V reference.
so the output voltage, if I consider, that means V0. That means this one. Okay, this voltage, right? So what will be my output voltage if I considering the weighted resistor? So the output voltage that should be considered as supposed to be, if I consider the weighted resistor. So this particular configuration circuit is to be considered as a weighted circuit. Okay, as because we are considering the weighted resistor. So what will be my voltage output? That should be considered as R0 divided by my R, okay, into B3 plus B2 by 2 plus B1 by 4 plus B0 by 8 into V reference. Is it now? Okay, so see this figure. Okay, so see this figure. Here we will considering what will be my V0. V0 is R0 by R. Okay, because the total resistance will be my R. Okay, so B3, this should be supposed to be the first binary number plus B2 by 2 as we will considering the 2R. Okay, plus B1 by 4 as we will considering the 4R, and B0 by 8 as we are considering the, it will be 8R in a sequence manner, right, into Vy reference. So that will be your output voltages, right? So that will be my output voltages. So if I considering the weighted resistance, so this particular output voltage that will be only applicable for the weighted resistance, right, registers, which will be very simplest in the structure. Okay, but the accuracy level of this particular registers will be very much poor, right? So if I consider this particular configuration, right, reconstruction of a n bit d2a converter, right? So for that cases, what we will see. Okay, so keep remind these things. If I considering the schematic diagram of a D2A converter using a weighted registers, the input registers of the operational amplifier, we can say. So if I the input resistance, so the inverted op amp has some input resistance. Okay, so this operational amplifier has some input resistors which will be termed as a R. Okay, so the input resistors of an operational amplifier have their resistance value, some amount of resistance value, that will be weighted in a binary fashion, right? Because we are using the digital op amp, inverted op amp. So in the digital inverted op amp we have some registered value which will be the weighted resistors value in a binary fashion. That's why we will considering R0 by R, and that should be my feedback resistors R0. This R0, that will be nothing but my feedback resistors, feedback path registers, right, this part. Okay, so we can say that when the logic circuit receive a binary number or the binary code 1, suppose suppose this particular logic circuit will be get the binary receive the binary number 1 from the inverted op amp, then what happened? Actually as an electronic gate circuit में क्या है, when it will receive, when the logic circuit will receive the binary number 1, then we will considering the switch. So this will be considered as a switch. We will considering supposed to be this is S1 switch, supposed to be this is S2 switch, supposed to be this is S3 switch, and supposed to be this is my S4 switch. So all this switch, so if I will considering the binary data code having a 1 value, having a binary number 1, then switch connect with the registers, then the switch will be connect with the registers, this particular registers, this switch will be connected with the registers, right? Is it not, is it or not? when we are considering the binary number 1 supposed to be this value supposed to be my 1, then it should be connected. If it is 0, then it should not be connected with the registers, right? If we are having a binary code data having a 1, the switch connects to the register, the switch that will connect with the register to the reference voltage, because we are considering the V reference. So this particular switch that will be connected with the resistors with a reference voltage, V reference voltage, if we are putting the values of 1. Okay, but if we put in the values of 0, then what, and then which, for that cases, if I connecting 0, or if I having the binary code data 0, then it should be goes to the ground. Okay, so if I considering 0, then particular switch will be open, then we will considering the ground, right? So when we can say that the logic circuit receive the binary data 0, when this logic circuit means this inverted op amp logic circuit, when this logic circuit that will receive the binary data 0, the switch will be connects to the register, the switch will be connected with the register to the ground, right? So the digital to analog converter use a common practice are the parallel type, because all this connection will be connected with the all those registers that will be connected in a parallel sequence, right? So all the bits that will acting on this particular registers, all the bits means this bits 1 0 1 0 like this. So all the bits that will act simultaneously as it will be connected with a parallel. Okay, so that will connect, that will act simultaneously upon the application of the digital input. That means digital input means what will be my binary number that will be comes from my logic circuit. Logic circuit is what? Logic circuit will be nothing but in this particular figure, logic circuit is my inverted op amp, right? Is that clear? Is that configuration is understandable or not? Anyone? किसी को समझ में आया? हेलो?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so again I will told you in this particular weighted register. So this particular inverted op amp is considering as a logic circuit, right? As a logic circuit, right? So whatever the data that will comes through this logic circuit, so accordingly that particular switch will be acting, right? So whenever the logic circuit giving the input to a input as a one binary data, then the switch S1 will be connected with this particular registers through a my voltage reference. But if my binary data will be 0, then the switch will be connected with the registers through the ground. Again, if I considering this part, if the supposed to be this part, if I considering supposed to be by 0, supposed to be this will be my 0. So for that cases, this S2 switch that will be connected with the 2R registers, okay, but through a ground, right? If I will considering 0, but if I considering 1 in this particular path, so what is happen? The S2 that will the switch that will connected with this register through a voltage reference. Okay, if it will be considering 1, so for that cases my S2 will be connected with my voltage reference. It will be 0, then the switch is open and it should be goes to the ground. It will be connected with the ground. Again, in same cases, if it be considered as a 1, it will be this S3 switch will be connected with my voltage reference with through this particular register. If it is 0, then it should be connected with the ground. Again, in these cases, if we will considering 1, so for that cases my S4 that is connected with my registers, and then it will be connected with the voltage reference. It will be considered, if it is considered as 0, then it should be connected, this S4 switch it will be open and it will be connected through the ground. Okay, 1 means it will be connected with my voltage reference, okay, and 0 means it will be connected with the ground. Keep remind these things. Okay, so we can say that whenever the digital to analog converter that will be used in a common practice, and as we will see that all this connection will be connected with them parallelly, so we can say that the bits which will act simultaneously upon the application of the binary number, the binary number that will be comes from this logic circuit or the inverted op-amp circuit, right? And in case of a weighted circuit, we will considering this particular voltage equation. So what will be my output voltage if we will considering the weighted resistor? So that will be my output voltage if I considering the weighted resistors. I think someone is coming. Okay, so if we will consider this thing, okay, but if I considering the if I considering this registers, that means this will be the R to 2R registers. So if we will consider this register, right, so this will be my R to 2R ladder circuit, right? So this will be my circuit configuration for the R to 2R ladder. So which will be very much complicated structures, okay, because there will be the n number of registers and the n number of bits that will be taken into consideration in this case, right? So the complicacy inside the circuit or inside the process will be very much complicated, right? But the accuracy of this particular system or the particular circuit will be very good. So that is actually the difference between the two system. Okay, if I using the weighted register or if I using the R2R ladder registers. Okay, so keep remind these things always. There will be the two different combinational method. One is for the weighted registers, which have a very simplest structure, but it have an accuracy will be very low. But if I using the R2R ladder network, it will be very much complicated structures. Okay, that means circuit configuration will be complicated, but we are getting a very high accuracy whenever the process will be going on, right? So that is actually the thing. But in case of a this circuit, so what will be my voltage equation? So in that case, what will be my v0? So my v0 will be half of b to the base n minus 1 plus half of b to the base n minus 2 plus dot 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 plus 1 by 2 to the base n minus 1 into b0, I think, because we are considering this is b1 and this is b0. So this will be my 1 by 2 to the base n minus 1 into b0 into my v reference. That particular reference, that particular output voltage, this is the output voltage for what? For the R to 2R ladder circuit, right? So keep remember this two voltage equation, output voltage equation for the different mode of operation. Okay, so this is for my weighted resistors voltage output equation, and this is for my R to 2R ladder circuit. If I using the R to 2R ladder circuit, so what will be my voltage output? Okay, so that is the thing. So here we will considering the, we can say that there will be some application area if I considering the D2A converter. So that some application area will be involved like a whole circuit. So whole circuit will be designed for the extrapolate. We can say that the output signal that will be between the successive point according to the same prescribed manner. Okay, so whatever the process that will be inside this particular converter, that means this will be the full converter process. Okay, so whatever the circuit diagram inside the D2A converter, that will be the this thing. So we are implementing the whole circuit whenever the operation will be taken into consideration in the whole circuit, right? So in such a cases, I already told you in the previous lecture, for this process we will considering also the zero order hold, right? So zero order hold circuit that will be commonly used in a digital control system, right? So that is the thing we will consider for that case. Okay, so this will be for my n bit D2A converter. This one is for my n bit D2A converter using R to 2R ladder circuits. Okay, so if we will see the zero order hold. Okay, so what will be my characteristics car if we will considering the zero order hold operation, right? So what will be my characteristics car for a zero order hold operation? And zero order hold operation will be taken into place of a zero hold circuit, right? Not in a D2A converter circuit. So what will be my characteristics? So we will considering over in this axis, we will considering the output, and this axis we will considering the time interval t, and that should be my 0. So if I draw like this, so what will be my configuration? So suppose this will be my first signal, that will be my analog input. Okay, so this should be my continuous input signal like this. Okay, so that will be converted into the digital data, right? So that will be converted, supposed to be this part we will consider, right? Again we will considering this part, right? Again we will considering this part like this. Again we will considering this part. Okay, so again we will considering this part like this. So we are getting the analog, continuous analog input to my discrete input like this, right? So this will be my, so this will be my continuous signal, continuous analog input, which will be obviously the sampled, not the sampled input. So after connecting the a to d converter, after connecting the a to d converter, which will having the digital output, which will having the digital output, so we are getting the pulse, we have getting the different pulse. Okay, because digital pulse we are getting. Okay, so digital pulse we are getting having a clock pulse. Obviously this pulse is actually nothing but my clock pulse, each and every clock pulse, right? So more we can say that more sophisticated structure, if I considered, so the more sophisticated whole circuit are available than the zero order whole, right? So in the zero order whole circuit we are reconstructed a more sophisticated whole circuit, okay, using this particular method. Okay, so these are called the higher order of whole circuit. We can say that this will be considered as a higher order of order sorry higher order of whole circuit, right? So higher order of the whole circuit, that will include the first order whole. So higher order including circuit, that will include the first order whole, and my second order whole, and my second order whole, right? So the higher order whole circuit, that will generate or that will reconstruct a signal more accurately than the zero order whole, right? So if I considering the higher order, this particular characteristic curve is for my zero order whole, not the higher order whole, right? So this will be considered for the zero order whole. So if I will draw the characteristics curve, if we will considering the characteristics curve for higher order hold, so higher order hold means we are getting the accurate values of the the digital output. Okay, so rather than whatever the output we are getting, if you are using the zero order hold, so the same, not the same output, but the higher values of the digital data that we are getting in the output section, from the process, right? So the higher order whole circuit, that will reconstructed a signals, okay, that will be more accurately than the zero order whole. But there will have some disadvantages, because each and every system there must have some disadvantages. Okay, so the first order whole, so what will be the disadvantages if we will considering the higher order whole? So if we will considering the higher order hold characteristics curve, so if we will see this, if I will draw the higher order hold, again we will considering in this particular axis we have a output and we have a t, right? So if we will draw the higher order characteristics curve, so it should be like this. Supposed to be, now your my circuit, my signals will be like this, same, right? My signals will be like same manner, but little bit sampled, right? Like this. So the signals will be same. This will be my continuous signal, but it should be this. It is also my continuous signal, but it should be the sampled continuous signal. Okay, obviously after converting from the whole circuit, right? So that should be considered as my output. Okay, so that should be considered as my output signals. Okay, so sorry, this will be my input, Correct. This will be my input signal, obviously, right? So output signal, which will be look like this. If I considering the output signal, so output signal look like this. So if we will considering the first order, if we will considering the first order whole circuit, कुछ चाहिए निशांत? स्क्रू ड्राइवर मेरा रूम पे हो, मेरा रूम पे होगा, देखो चाबी है, वहां पे है होगा, देखो. Ah, okay. So the first order whole circuit is actually, if I, this will be with the characteristics of for the first order. First order whole is actually nothing but my higher order whole circuit. Okay. So there will be the two process. One is a first order whole and the second one is a second order whole. In case of a first order whole, so what will be my output? The digital output should be like this. Okay. So there will be the abrupt behavior of the digital data. Okay, so like this. Okay, so again we are getting the values like this. Okay, so if I will considering this point, okay, so we have a little data like this, right? Okay, like this. Okay, so this will be the abrupt behavior where we will see there will be the no abrupt behavior we will see in this part. Okay, in this part, obviously. Okay, so it will be the disadvantages if I using the higher order whole circuit. So we can say that if we will considering the higher order whole circuit, or even if you are using the first order whole, that will retains the values of the previous samples. Okay, so whatever the previous sample data, that will accumulate the signal and that will add the signal. Okay, so the what happened, the process, the inside the process, there may have a some abrupt behavior that will be taken into consideration, right? So as we can say that the present one, that means the present signals, and the predicted signals or the extrapolation signals or the next samples value that we are getting in this particular segment. Okay, so in this particular segment we are getting the abrupt behavior of a particular signal, right? And after this is again it will be connected, again we have a very simple characteristics curve, right? So there, this is actually the disadvantages. Okay, so that is done by the generating of a output slope equal to the slope of a line segment connected, this particular line segment that will be connected, or the what will be the present sample and what will be the projection for the different values. So that thing we will consider in this particular portion. Okay, so there must have some abrupt behavior that we will see in this part. Okay, so this is my disadvantages if I will considering the first order whole circuit, obviously, right? So so this is will be the actually this particular operation that will be also been called as a that will be also called as a polygonal hold operation. It should be also called as a polygonal hold operation. That means this operation will be taken into consideration for the interpolative first order hold. As why? As because it should be considered as a interpolative interpolative first order hold. So that is why it will be named as a polygonal hold operation. Okay, so the hold circuit that will generate a straight line. So we are not getting the straight line operation. So here we will getting some straight line operation, the particular sequence of operation. So here we will not getting any sequence type of operation, right? So that is why it should be known as a interpolative hold operation, it should be called, right? So that is actually the disadvantage, or rather than if we are using the higher order hold circuit, so that is very good if I using the we are getting the greater values of the output, greater accuracy of the output, rather than using the zero order hold operation or the zero order projection operation, right? So that is actually the main disadvantages. Okay, so if I reconstructed this particular structure na, so it will be look like this. Okay, so after the getting the values, we are getting this particular output. If I using the output from the interpolative first order hold, so if we will considering the interpolative first order hold, so we will considering this type of particular value. Suppose we have a main value like this. Okay, so this will be my main values of the operational mode. Okay, so that will be this supposed to be. Okay, so if we are considering the output from an interpolative first order hold, or the we can say that that's a polygonal hold, right? Polygonal hold. So what will be my amplitude? So amplitude that will vary. Okay, in this case, if I considering the first order hold, right? So after circuit configuration, it will be look like this. It goes like this. Okay, again it will be goes like this, like that. Okay, again it will be goes like this, and then again like this. Okay, so this will be my structure of a output from, if I considering the what will be my output, this will be my output if we will considering the first order hold. If we will considering the zero order hold, then we are getting this value. Okay, if we will considering the first order hold or the higher order hold, right, then we are considering this particular output. So there must have some abrupt behavior, we are getting this, then again we have a value, then again we are considering this value. Okay, then again this. Okay, then again it will be connected with this, then again this, like that. Okay, so this will be my abrupt behavior of a particular sequence considering this portion, right? So there must have some abrupt behavioral process that will be okay, 1 second, I have a call. হ্যাঁ প্রদীপ বাবু বলুন।
হ্যাঁ বলছি স্যার আপনাদের সেকেন্ড হাফে এক্সাম আছে এই সময়?
সেকেন্ড হাফে এক্সাম নেই স্যার, ফার্স্ট হাফে হয়ে গেছে।
নেই না?
না না নেই।
আচ্ছা
ঠিক আছে, ঠিক আছে। So there will be the abrupt behavior will be seen in this particular part if we are using the higher order hold. That is actually the one disadvantage is only after the final completion of the process, then again it will be like a zero order hold, right? But in this particular part, there will have some error that will be considered in this part, right? So if there must have a some amplitude down. Okay, or we can say that the due to the previous sampling period, there must have some error that will be generated in the amplitude part. Okay, so the accuracy for the reconstructing the original signal, if we will consider in the higher order hold, the we can say that the reconstruction of the original signal is this, right? This blue one, if we will consider in the zero order hold, right? So if we will reconstructing this particular original signal, okay, that is better than the other hold circuit, or that is better than the higher order circuit in a some condition, not the every condition, in some condition. But there is a one sampling period delay, it may happen in the zero order hold. Okay, there may have some one sample period delay. Okay, two sample period delay. So due to this particular delay, we have a fluctuation of a amplitude, okay, in the process. So that is why we will not using the zero order hold operation, we will using the higher order. In case of a higher order hold operation, there's such kind of delay that will not be taken into consideration. Okay, but that delay that will be taken into consideration in a actual operational mode or the actual operational signal, that will be done by the zero order hold. Okay, so each and every application, or that will be that particular process will be taken into consideration, or that particular delay that will be taken into consideration in a, obviously, in a closed loop system. Keep remind these things always. It should be only been considered in a closed loop system. Okay, so that the closed loop system means they must have some feedback path. Okay, so feedback path, so in the feedback path there must have some error. Okay, so that error, that will be taken into consideration in the zero order hold. So in from the viewpoint of the stability, okay, we can say that from the viewpoint of the stability of a closed loop system, such type of delay which will be happen due to the zero order hold, it should not be desirable, right? If we will considering the closed loop system, that means the feedback loop system. Okay, so from this viewpoint, the stability of this closed loop system, okay, so we are getting the stability, right? So the stability of the system, that should the delay should not be desirable. So so we can use this higher order type of this. In the higher order hold operation, we are not getting any such kind of delay operation, right? So the interpolar first order hold, or we can say that the polygonal hold, is good implementation in a control system application in a few area, not a complete area. Although we can say that the in some cases the interpolar first order hold, this particular operation, this interpolar first order hold is not in used in a advanced control application, right? In a linear control, we are using the this particular polygonal hold operation. But in case of a advanced control, normally we will use the original signal, that means we what will be which will be defeated by the zero order hold. Okay, so the zero order hold is an operation where operation which will be used in a advanced control applications. Okay, rather the higher order hold operation, that will be used in a linear control. Okay, linear control, that will be not the advanced control. Okay, in case of a non-linear control, we are using the higher order hold operations. Okay, but depending upon the situation, depending upon the circuit behavior, so all the parameters that will be taken into consideration before reconstructing my control system, right? So that is the main thing. Okay, so my conclusion command for this particular, because I completed my the module 1. So what the conclusion on this particular chapter, that we are in this particular module we are discussing the digital controller. We are discussing about the analog controllers, what will be the application area, industrial application area, and the control system. We have also been discussed the review part of a digital control process. Okay, so some outline views of the digital controller. Okay, so there will be, we are using the different type of digital controller. So that is the thing. We are also discuss about the digital control process. Okay, so several digital control process that we will discuss. Okay, so keep remind these things always. The digital control is a complex process. Okay, so for designing this such kind of process, we have to getting some amount of mathematical modeling knowledge, okay, for designing any such kind of digital control, because the digital control having a complicated type of process. Okay, where we are implementing the jet transformation, we are implementing the Laplace transformation, so all the transformational mode of operation, and as well as the mathematical model means that should be obtained in terms of a differential equation, or in terms of a different or in a other format of equation. Okay, so for designing for this particular process, or for measuring the particular process, we are associated with this particular mathematical model. And mathematical model, using this mathematical model, we have to redesign my digital control process, okay, in a such a way that we are implementing the Laplace transformation, we are implementing the jet transformation, and as well as we are implementing the Fourier transformation also, okay, in the digital control process. So there, for reconstructing or for developing the system of a digital control, we have a good knowledge in a stimulation techniques. The stimulation will be taken into consideration in a MATLAB, obviously. Okay, so if we have a getting a good design, okay, good design of a digital control, good design of a digital control system, okay, a digital control system, so you have a good knowledge in a MATLAB, obviously. So MATLAB, that will depends upon the mathematical model. So this mathematical model, that will be depends upon the three criterias. One is via my differential equations. Okay. The second one is my Laplace transformation. Okay. Third one is my jet transformation. Right. And the fourth one is my Fourier transformation. Right. So all those component, that will be needed for the MATLAB operation, and this will be MATLAB operation is actually my field where we are designing the digital control system. Okay, I will show you how in the MATLAB we will design using the block representation. Okay, using the MATLAB have a two type of process to designing the digital control. One is a block type of structures, and another one is a algorithm. Okay, algorithm means we have getting some program to the particular MATLAB code. Okay, and we are developing one control logic, right? And in the block we have connecting one particular block, and then we have to construct a control system, digital control system, obviously. Okay, using this particular block, so you have a good knowledge in the MATLAB, okay, for implementing the digital control system or designing the digital control system. Okay, so this will be the main objective, right? So for designing any, because this MATLAB operation is very good operational mode for designing any such kind of digital control system, right? So if any such kind of process that will be considered as a digital control or in any designer, okay, so they are investing their time for the different approach to designing a control system using the MATLAB. Okay, is that clear? Is that clear? Okay, is there any doubt? So I completed the module 1. In the next class, I will start the jet transformation. Okay, so in your, I think whatever we will taught up to 20, that will be in your syllabus for digital control. Okay, so you will read thoroughly, because there in the question, there will be some numerical part will be there, mostly numerical part. Okay, little bit about theory will be there, because but the question will be the MCQ. Okay, in LMS portal we are uploading. Okay, so the module, the complete module, that will be in your syllabus, and some part of a jet transformation, if I will complete the some portion of the jet transformation within 26 2021. Okay. Okay, so thank you. Is there any question, Rahul?
No, sir.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
fine. Okay, so in the next class, I think tomorrow I will start with the jet transformation, right? Okay, the second module. Okay, thank you. We will stop my session and you will leave. I think you have another class, principal sir. So quickly join. I will stop my sharing. So everyone are requested to leave the room. Shyambar Singh Munda, you can leave the room. বল। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ,
ড্রাইভে তো মানে 450 MB ডেটা।
450 MB।
ড্রাইভে উঠছে তো উঠছে, তুমি কি পেন ড্রাইভে নেবে? আমি কি নিয়ে যাবো?
তুই তুই নিয়ে আয়, আমি পেন ড্রাইভ জোগাড় করছি, ঠিক আছে?
না, তোমাকে পেন ড্রাইভ জোগাড় করতে হবে না, আমার পেন ড্রাইভেই আছে।
ও আচ্ছা, তাহলে পেন ড্রাইভটা আমাকে দিয়ে দিস, আমি কপি করে আবার দিয়ে দেবো, ঠিক আছে?
না না, পেন ড্রাইভ তো বেশিক্ষণ দিয়ে রাখতে পারবো না।
বেশিক্ষণ দেবো না, মানে বেশিক্ষণ নেবো না, আমি 10 মিনিটের জন্য যতক্ষণ আর কি কপি হতে সময় লাগবে, ঠিক আছে? বুঝলি?
তোমার রুমে যাবো?
আমি যাচ্ছি, আমি একটু বাদেই যাচ্ছি, কারণ আমার একটা ক্লাস আছে এখন, ক্লাসটা নিয়ে তারপর যাচ্ছি, ঠিক আছে?